everybody. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of All In Sports. It's your man, Lee Ice, live from Las Vegas at the Cromwell Hotel and Casino. As you can see, I am joined by my son. My new nickname for him, y'all, is Godfather Brian. Brian, what's going on?
What's up, Lee Ice?
And always joined by the big dog, Hill. What's up?
What's up, Lee Ice? Got a major announcement as we just came on in the air. Since this has been a success, All In Sports will be at Wrestlemania 42 in New Orleans. Sorry, the deal's done. So,
all right, y'all just heard it. Y'all just heard the big news. We will be at Wrestlemania next year in New Orleans, or they say New Orleans. How you feel about that, Big?
Feel good. I've never been to New Orleans, so that'll be cool.
All right, y'all. Let's thank everybody for tuning in last week's show, and thank everybody for tuning in this week's show. Like I always say, I hope we can entertain y'all doing what we're going through. But you know, I don't say that word. I'm always tell you, check yourself and family. Godfather B, you ready to get things started?
Yes, sir.
Put it up. Y'all know what's first on the agenda. It's called the All In State of the Union. It's brought to you by the best there is, the best there was, the best they ever done it. Even though we have WrestleMania, it's not Bret Hart. He is called the Big Dog. What's going on, man?
LeBron James, Rick James, Jesse James, Timberwolves in 5. Timberwolves took a 1-0 lead on LeBron Goat James yesterday in the Lakers. How you feel?
I love it. LeBron James, give Lucas some help.
Hey, OKC just destroyed John Morant and his machine gun AK-47 antics.
Destroyed.
Take a 1-0 lead in that. How you feel?
Well, the Lakers back in the day got destroyed by the Celtics on the Memorial Day Massacre. I guess this will be known as the Easter Massacre.
Aaron Rodgers is still undecided on future and retirement is possible. How you feel?
Next question.
Yeah, retire.
How many teams have never selected number 1 overall in the NFL draft? Do you know?
We'll guess 4.
3. Do you know who the teams are?
No.
Seattle Seahawks, Denver. I gotta go to the dispensary, get some illegal marijuana, Broncos, and quote the Ravens, nevermore, the Baltimore Ravens. Those 3 teams have never selected number 1 overall in the NFL draft. Lee Ice, ESPN took another hit this week. Lee Corso retiring from College Game Day. How you feel?
Another legend has retired. It's going to be hard. Well, you can't replace him. So.
And they took another hit this week, Lee Ice, ESPN. Dana White announced they are all done. April 15th with ESPN. A lot of complaints from the fans about how the UFC and TKO was used on ESPN. Could UFC be going to Amazon or Prime next? How you feel? Or Netflix next?
Y'all think that's a major hit for ESPN?
It's a pretty big one, I think. UFC's might not be as big in America, but it's huge international, so they got a big audience.
Former FC Cincinnati forward Aaron, I hope I'm saying this young man's name right, but Hernandez died following a fall from the 11th floor of a building in China. The Gubazan Football Freedom Federation football player was pronounced dead on Wednesday at the age of 28. How you feel?
Tragic.
A man sorry for tossing the bottle at a cyclist at the Ventura. I can't pronounce the French words. Race. The other day. How you feel?
Whatever happened to him, good.
Rory McIlroy sports philosophy and said silence was the key to the game and game plan.
Silence.
Quiet. Hey, Lee Ice, your favorite president. Trump. The Trump administration sues Maine over transgender athletes playing in girls' sports. How you feel?
I have a lot to say, but I can't say nothing.
That's a big topic to talk about.
The Miami Dolphins try to trade Jalen Ramsey, GM says. How you feel?
Does he still have something left?
I thought he was washed up after he left the Jaguars. He didn't do nothing after he left the Jaguars.
Not for what he wants to get paid. He don't have that.
Travis Hunter says he'll quit football if he can't go both ways, Lee Ice.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he said he won't play.
What did you draft him as, though?
One.
You draft him as a corner or you draft him as a wide receiver?
Hybrid.
Yeah, he said it won't matter if they don't let him play both. He ain't playing.
Yep. Patrick Reed rises in the rankings, assuring a PGA championship spot. How you feel? Okay, no comment. Tyron Smith to retire from the NFL and rejoin the Cowboys for a retirement ceremony. How you feel?
Another blow?
Damian Lillard will miss some of the NBA playoffs with the blood clot issue. How you feel?
He shouldn't even come back.
Look, blood clots could be real bad.
You can't play with them, man.
You gotta be careful.
He shouldn't come back.
United States-based Original Six all miss playoffs for the first time in NHL history. So, Leon, if you don't know, the Original Six are the Detroit Red Wings, the Boston Bruins, the Chicago Blackhawks, and the New York Rangers, not including the Toronto Maple Leafs or the Montreal Canadiens. All four of those teams have missed the playoffs for the first time in the 100 years of the NHL.
Dang. That's history.
That's history. I give you that history all the time. Former NCAA Woman of the Year, Karina Groff, dies in a plane crash, the ice. So the former Karina Groff, the former MIT soccer player, was named 2022 NCAA Woman of the Year, died last Saturday, along with six other people, including members of her family, in a plane crash in upstate New York. How you feel?
That's horrible.
Yeah.
Very sad.
Right. Now, some other sports news, Lex, before we go commercial break. I think I got some more. I might not have no more. Yeezy won the World WWE Championship last night, Lee Ice, at Wrestlemania. Where we're at. How you feel? Jay Blue Uso. No comment on the play?
Whatever.
All right, Lee, take me to commercial break, and we can come back and talk about day one.
Y'all heard what the big dog said. We're gonna go to commercial break. Come back. We're gonna break down part one of WrestleMania for the big dog. Godfather B. I'm Lee Ice. We'll be right back.
Definitely good that we were both together to begin with. And, we had a lot of people saying, Maybelline Road Warriors. I don't know if you remember any of that, but yeah, but we thought, who cares? We get a match with the Road Warriors, we hit the big time. And so, but I think it was good that we ended up splitting up. It was good that he went his way and I went mine. We were not meant to be together. We were going to kill each other, literally, on the road.
Yes! You never guess who that was.
Sting.
Yep, Sting. Talking about the Ultimate Warrior when they were the Blade Runners and you.
When they were the Blade Runners, yeah, and you what was it? UWF.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah, they was a knockoff. No,
Road.
I wouldn't call them a knockoff Road Warriors. They was. I mean, it worked out for both of them
Yeah.
being single. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was a good thing that the Blade Runners didn't continue.
Mhm.
All right, let's keep it wrestling, y'all. Are y'all ready to tell the world, break down WrestleMania Day 1?
Sure.
Yes, sir.
What you think? What you think, Godfather?
Overall, I thought it was good. It wasn't great. I feel WrestleMania is getting pretty formulaic with the way they do the matches and stuff. A lot of them are predictable, but overall, it was still entertaining to watch. I give it a number, probably 6 out of 10 for night one.
I thought it was okay. I think I have a lot of issues with WWE pay-per-views that was late. Number one, I thought it was a pay-per-view, not a regular telecast. All these commercials got to go. I didn't pay to see these commercials. I paid to see action and talking junk. Okay. I don't care what you got coming up as a cartoon or whatever, what kind of drink you're coming out next week with. I don't care. The action itself, the wrestling in the ring, I would probably have to give maybe a C- overall. There were some matches that were terrible. The World Tag Team Champion match was terrible. The Jay Cargo match with Naomi was terrible. I think also the Luchador match was terrible. The match that saved them was the main event and the first match. LA Knight match was so-so. It could have gone either way.
I thought that was pretty good. That was a good match.
So I give it about a 6.75 or a 7. Day one overall.
So three titles changed last night. Was that significant?
Another trope that Triple H has been doing, having decent long title reigns and then changing them at Mania. So a lot of that was predictable. I think a lot of people thought Charlotte was going to beat Tiffany Stratton. I'm glad she didn't. Looking wise, I think it was a good idea to keep the title on Stratton. She's pretty over and she's pretty good. Charlotte, she's had enough. But yeah, the tag titles I thought was obvious, but like you said, it wasn't any good. The LA Knight match was kind of obvious, but that was a good match. And then the Jey Uso, me personally, I think they botched the build-up. I didn't like the way they did when they beat up his brother, and then he kind of just acted really weird after that. And then he won the match with Gunther's own move. I don't know, it was weird, but it's a secondary title. He's not the top guy, so it's not that big of a deal. Like everybody's making it out to be online.
I think the 3 title changes. I'll start up probably with the Gunther match with Jey Uso. It was okay. It could have been better. I agree with the hype part. They did not hype the match up at all like it should have been. Like more or less stuff was fabricated. They tried to get it hype. The women's match, it didn't change hands. It was Charlotte Flair. It was okay. It didn't make a difference either way. I think they're trying to make the other girl Charlotte Flair, just like Michael Cole said last night.
Cole literally said that. Yeah.
I think there's gonna be a Charlotte Flair run. So they're already trying to groom that. She almost looked like Charlotte's baby sister. World Tag Team match. When we were sitting there watching, me, you, and Brian, I couldn't stand watching it. I wish I should have went to the bathroom early or something.
I didn't hate it that much, but it wasn't good.
Yeah, I should have jumped in the pool. You know what I'm saying? I said this last night, and I'm going to say it again. The 3 title changes were into minorities, the ice. Is it because Triple H has been called a racist by former and present employees of the WWE? Why he did this? Or was it just a coincidence?
I don't know, man. I think the Jacob Fatu makes all the sense in the world. He's hot.
He's way overdue.
He's over.
He's been champion where he's been. So I'm like, why is he not a champion now?
Yeah. Kofi, Xavier, maybe there's
that unless they got a new tag team coming, I don't see it. Yet, I think, Triple H and the Minority thing, was it coincidence? You don't think it's a coincidence this happened?
I think it's more coincidence than it is. But I do think there's something to the Xavier Kofi win. But the Jey Uso, Jacob, I mean, they're trying to make Jey Uso a top guy. He is really over with the crowd and sells merch, but there's something missing about it. And I don't think they're trying to put him over because he's Samoan or whatever. But the tag titles, maybe. There might be something to that.
I think, I've always said this, and you get on me about it when we talk about it offline, Brian. I said it was cartoonish, and then when I mean cartoonish, a lot of moves were missed last night. And that's what I thought the cartoonish stuff like. And that's when you get on me about AEW. And that's one thing I like about AEW, which is a fault of AEW. They don't miss their moves. They kill the person because they'll be out for the next year or so. That's the thing I have a problem with AEW. Like, man, y'all going full tip trying to kill somebody, where WWE is more half-hearted.
Somebody's got to find the middle ground.
Yeah, somebody got to find the middle. So, I mean, it wasn't good at all. I mean, the triple threat match, I told you before, a couple weeks ago, I said the wise man was going to go with Seth Rollins. It was the most obvious because he's already been with CM Punk. He's already been with the Tribal Chief. So,
yeah, I thought the same thing.
Was that predictable?
Yeah.
It was? Okay. I mean, I never, ever liked Paul Heyman. I always thought he was a Jim Cornette wannabe, and, But I kind of like how it ended, though. I like that look that he had at the end.
It made sense for Rollins. Rollins kind of needs a little bit of a change. That song, dance, singing thing is getting a little old. Add Heyman to him, adds a new dynamic, so I think it was the right idea. But it was pretty obvious, like you said. But I think it was the right call, though.
What do you think is the next angle now? Is this all pointing at, like, get rid of Roman?
I'm assuming Rollins is going to be the top heel on Raw, so he'll go after Jey. I don't know right away, but he'll go after Jey for the belt. Roman, I already read, is already going to take time off. He's already said it. He's already announced he's taking time off after Mania.
Is he sick again? I
don't think he's sick again, but kind of knowing what he's gone through, I know he's in different shape than I am, but his body, he got arrested, man. And those guys take a lot of time off after Mania anyway, and they come back for SummerSlam. Punk, I'm not sure. I think he'll still be, on and off.
There's an image of CM Punk that's sitting in the ring at the end of the match after everybody left.
I saw that.
What do you think about that? Like, I can't get it done nowhere. Is it reality starting to sink in? I didn't get it done at AWA. I didn't get it done NWA. I didn't get it done TNA, ECW. I didn't get it done at AEW. Now I can't get it done here again?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think they're ever going to put a belt on him. They gave him the main event.
I've always thought he was overrated. I thought he was a Rob Van Dam overrated.
Hey, what? Rob Van Dam?
I'm not saying Rob Van Dam was overrated, but I think CM Punk, that's what he did try to build him up to be.
Okay.
Hey, Lee Ice, take a commercial break.
All right, y'all, we're going to go to a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to break down day 2 of WrestleMania. Big Dog, Godfather B, Lee Ice. We're in Vegas, y'all. We'll be right back.
What is Tony Rose going to do? Being a good guy, and John Cena just kicked him in the. Have a witness in this industry. Hey, I agree with you.
Lee Ice, that was day 2 of WrestleMania. Up to that point, I gave WrestleMania day 2 a solid 8.5. But WWE continues to do their same old things they've done in the past 50 years. Brings an outsider in there that ain't had nothing to do with the match or wrestling period and could cause havoc. But John Cena is now your 17-time World Heavyweight Champion. We were there with Ric Flair, and when you watch the Food Chronicles, you'll see the episode of Ric Flair walking out after that happens. So, Lee Ice, the floor is yours.
Yeah, I wish I could say I was happy for John Cena, but Ric Flair is my man. I don't think they should have had no one break his record. But I guess the WWE has something in for Ric Flair because he should have been there for the event. If they're going to break the record, if you want to be known, I mean, we know it's not a sport, but other sports, they have the previous record holder there, you know, to whether he was going to congratulate him or not. He sent out a tweet saying he on X or something, congratulations. But yeah, but I enjoyed the match actually. What about you, B?
The match was all right. The Travis Scott thing, I'll let Phil handle that in a minute. I guess Cena had the win storyline wise, but I didn't think Cody should lose. I don't know. It was a weird. I thought they booked himself in a corner, but just to break Flair's record, just to break it, I don't know. I'm not sure why Triple H want to do that, but they did. So
yeah, I I didn't like the fact that they didn't have him there. I mean, it
didn't make sense.
He arguably the most popular wrestler ever. You know, along with Hogan and
I don't even think he's the most popular wrestler in WWE. I think the most popular wrestler ever in WWE is surpassed and that's Roman Reigns. I mean, you got people doing
all time
right now. Yeah, you got people online doing their weddings after the Roman Reigns entrances. Come on, man. When people do that, when you go to that extreme, a lot of people do. Everybody does a Roman Reigns some shape or form. If anybody should have broke the record, I thought it should have been him. Maybe gave him a chance, or Triple H. I don't see John Cena in that category. He's not even talked about in the top 10 of all-time wrestlers.
Michael Cole said he was the GOAT. So
Michael Cole's not in the top 10 announcers. So I mean, he can't really say nothing. There's a whole bunch of people with Michael Cole when it comes to announcing.
There you go.
So John Cena reminds me of. Y'all probably disagree, but if you really think about it, because you just said it, Big Dog, he's not even in the top 10. To me, he's a glorified Bob Backlund. What y'all think about that?
I mean, I guess I
can see that.
Yeah.
I said something different years back. I said he was a hip-hop version of Stone Cold. That's all.
At a time.
I think Stone Cold is in a class by itself. So, Hill, what did you give it? What did you rate it?
I had it at an 8.5 until Travis Scott came down to the ring.
Dropped it down.
What was the purpose? The match was good. So what was the purpose of bringing Travis Scott down? It just made the match cartoonish again. And that's always been my problem with WWE because it's always been cartoonish. A lot of people have a problem with AEW. A lot of people had a problem with ECW. A lot of people had a problem with WCW, the NWA, TNA, because they were too violent. They don't appeal to the kids. This stuff appeals to the kids. So that's why WWE will always remain on top. It had no reason for Travis Scott coming out there. They knocked the referee down 3 times in 2 minutes. I mean, dude, you know what I'm saying? And it's always the same thing. Either gonna get hit with the belt or you're gonna get kicked in the nuts. So,
B, what did you rate?
I overall thought night 2 was better than night 1, and I enjoyed it. I was kind of indifferent to Scott. From a storyline standpoint, it was technically set up at an elimination chamber. Again, it doesn't make it's still stupid. But it did technically make sense, I guess. But I gave the show overall an 8. Again, the main event was okay, but I thought the overall show was really good. I liked the surprises. I really liked Joe Hendry, even though they kind of squashed him a little bit, but he got a huge ovation. Becky Lynch was, I think most people knew that if you were reading online. And it was pretty cool. And then the rest of the matches were pretty good. Dominic Mysterio getting the title crowd really liked that, so that was pretty good. Overall, it was good.
Day
the main event.
Day 2 is definitely better than Day 1.
Yeah.
There's no absolute question about that. Day 1 was garbage.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I probably gave Day 1 probably about 5, and Day 2 probably. If you take Travis Scott out, I give it an 8. Keep Travis Scott in, I give it a 7. I got about a 6.5, 7.
Okay, that's not good. I mean, that's only down a point, you know.
Yeah.
I love John Cena's performance, the way he carried how he carried his character during the match. But you had mentioned that it was like an old school WCW. What did you say? Old school WCW?
Yeah, he was old school NWA heel. Yeah.
Yeah, I love how he did it. It was perfect. He played it. He played it to a T, man. So,
if you really think about it, he reminds you of Flair.
It wasn't like
slow. He was pacing himself. Everything was methodical. Everything was a purpose. Everything he did was a purpose. It was a purpose for it. That's why it reminded you of Flair. And then I think it was a smack in Flair's face, and I think Flair knew it because he was right across from us. So I think he knew it. Bubba Ray was there too, and I don't think Bubba Ray was happy. Powerhouse Hobbs was there, so I mean, a lot of people were not happy last night. Except for the kids. The kids were happy.
Yeah, Flair really did look upset, man. I mean,
yeah, because Leon, you think about it, it was almost like the Montreal school job again. Like, really? You lost on that? Couldn't it be more? Couldn't have done it more dramatically? That's everyday Raw or Saturday morning.
I mean, when he did it, I said, that's it. And after all those little close pins, I was like, no, that's it. He just kind of slid over there, nice and slow. The count was even slow.
Mm-hmm.
Compared to the other ones, like, and then they kick out, but this one's like, everybody's like, whoa, you know. But I admit, I liked it, even though he broke Flair's record. That hurts me because I'm a diehard Ric Flair fan. So. But I guess records are made to be broken, man. Records are made to be broken.
Yeah, but it's not, I mean, it's like John Cena said, look, I'm going to retire. By the way, I want to break the record too. I mean, because they've teased this before. He had a match with Seth Rollins 10 years ago, and he had a shot to break the record, and they didn't pull the trigger. So, like, why now? Just to do it? It doesn't make any sense.
Well, Lee Ice, I gotta say something before we wrap this thing. We only got like a minute left. Hey, I want to thank Las Vegas again because me and Lee Ice was out here last year for the Super Bowl and the year before that for the Super Bowl. We want to thank all the hospitality, the Downtown Grand Casino Hotel and the Commonwealth Hotel for all the hospitality they gave us. I want to thank Brian for coming out here and helping us out. If you stay the course, you get things like this. If you don't give up. Lee Ice, take us off.
Yeah, thank you again, B. Thank you,
guys.
But B, hey, B, it's somebody's birthday today.
That's a good point. Whose birthday is it? It's not mine.
Whose birthday is it?
Is it yours?
Is it the big dog?
Oh, man.
Birthday?
Boom.
There he is, y'all, the birthday boy. From me, from B, from all the All-In Sports family, from all the watchers and viewers. Big dog, happy birthday, brother.
Happy birthday.
Appreciate you.
All right, so we leave you like we always leave you, especially for WrestleMania. Hey, Ric Flair, I'm sorry, bro. But hey, we will always quote you. Whether you like it or don't like it, learn to love it. Because it's the best thing going. For B, the big dog birthday boy Lee Ice in Las Vegas, see y'all next week.